We are live. We are live. We are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Professional broadcaster Jeff Kavanaugh here, 105.3 The Fan, G-Bag Nation, 2 to 7 p.m. Okay, home of the Cowboys. That's Foots the King, which if I want people to follow you on the YouTube, you go to the Cowboys Nation, correct?
Yeah, Cowboys Nation TV, YouTube, Jeff, and then Twitter, Foots the King, how you see it on the screen.
Yes. I was bored. I'm going to tell you all the truth. Foots has a really great setup at the house that he can stream from, but I was just bored sitting at home, and so I DM'd him and Vach and Skywalker Steel, and I said, hey, does anybody want to play around on YouTube? And Foots was like, sure, and he's in the car, as you can see. So
I'm in the car, man, but it's never a bad time to talk draft, I don't think.
Until your phone dies.
Or it overheats, whichever one comes first.
Yes, Kyle. Kyle said, Foots driving again. LOL. Well, have kids. Have kids and see what happens to y'all. See when you end up driving.
Hey, tell them they think it's easy, Jeff. When you got to schedule out your life, man. It's not as easy as just pop and go. You know.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any kids, so I think life is very easy. I think everything's really simple. Okay, Foot. So here's what I want to do today. Okay, this is the only thing that I had that I wanted to do today, and so I decided to go live and do it. Okay.
Let's do it.
I asked the internet. I was looking for anybody who's been tracking which Cowboy coaches had been at which pro days.
Okay.
And I found a guy. Hold on, let me give this guy credit. His name is Alexander Kemenoff, and he was like, here's a little spreadsheet that I made. All right, so I'm going to run through which coaches were where, and you tell me if you think it would be fun if the guys that they were watching was the Cowboys pick. Okay? Sounds good?
Let's do it. Let's do it right now.
All right, at Ohio State, at their pro day, you had Mike McCarthy and defensive coordinator Dan Quinn. So at Ohio State's pro day on defense, give me who you want. Ohio State's pro day. You like Baron Browning? You like Pete Warner?
That sounds like a Pete Warner, Baron Browning special. Please no, I'm not even going to say his name because he didn't play DB last year. I don't know what he did. I think he pretended to play DB last year.
Oh, Sean Wade.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it because it'll be just my luck that Dallas drafts him in the fifth round and tries to make him something. But no,
hey,
Sean.
Fifth round? You wouldn't do it in the fifth?
Who's still on the board, Jeff?
I don't know, but I thought you were going to say like they'd take him in the second round, and then I was just going to quit my job and go become a hermit somewhere. But like, you want to fire?
I don't want to crap on Sean Wade, but nah.
Yes, you do. Taking a random shot in the fifth round. Okay, how about Tommy Togiai, D tackle, Ohio State, third round?
I like Tommy. It's more Baron Browning for me. But you know what? I could talk myself into the second round for that guy, man. Seriously.
He's kind of freaky.
Yeah, I know. He can play, man. He's good. I like Pete Warner. I see very poor man Sean Lee.
So I didn't like Pete Warner. I was like, and I got in a fight with Broadus about Pete Warner. I was like, what were we talking about? Like the fourth or fifth round? Because on tape, I was like, yeah, not super athletic, just kind of gets the job done. Then he had his pro day and he was super athletic. And I went, oh crap, I got to go rewatch Pete Warner.
Hey, you know what you find things about his game that you like. I found that he was always in position. And I think he could play every linebacker position. And it wouldn't like give him hell. It wouldn't be out of place. So I like Pete. Those two are the ones that I think. Now I didn't know that Mike was there, so that lets you know that he's definitely all in defense. He wasn't there to see Justin Fields, I'm sure. So, or maybe he was. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder what Mike really does on a day-to-day basis. Because doesn't he kind of strike you as like the gym coach, where like I'm the coach, but it's not like I'm in charge of anything in particular, but I'm the coach.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I'm really lost with what they're gonna do at 10. And when I say lost, I think all of us around the draft stratosphere have given a million options. We just don't have an idea. Well, you may because you're Jeff Kavanaugh. But
no, sir. Sir, I think there's no way to have an idea because I have no idea who's going to be there. Like, is Penei Sewell going to make it to 10? Is Rashawn Slater going to make it to 10? Is Surtain going to go at 9? Like, it could go so many different ways. Is Kyle Pitts you're going to get lucky and have Kyle Pitts at 10? Like, I don't think we know. If you had to guess, I would guess Surtain, but I don't know who's going to be there that might make you go somewhere else. Okay, hold on. Where'd my coach thing go? Okay, coach thing. Here we go. Alabama had Dan Quinn and Will McClay. So Alabama, you had the defensive coordinator and the actual GM. Surtain, obviously. Barmore. You like Dylan Moses at all? Linebacker?
I like Dylan Moses. I think I might be one of the only people that do. But if you're telling me that I can draft a middle linebacker who has SEC experience, Jeff, sign me up. Who can if I'm asking him to play forward, I'm good. If I'm asking him to be a physical player, I'm good in the third round. If you're wiped out and you still need a linebacker, I like Dylan Moses. I do. I'm telling you, man, Dylan Moses, I think he could have came out last year. If he would have came out last year, he would have been a higher pick. I'm not sure about that.
He came back. What was it? He had what, season-ending injury?
Yeah, he had an injury.
And then he came back instead of going for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the way he moves, to quote Outkast. I like the way he moves.
Dun, dun, dun. I like the way. That's a good song.
But I think he looks confused a lot. I don't know. I struggled with him. But I'm with you, though. Like, third round? Okay. I'll take a shot on Dylan Moses in the third round.
Yeah.
Barmore, if he made it to 44, I'm down for that.
I'm so not Barmore in the first round. I know people want D tackle, but I think people are making themselves fall in love with Barmore. I didn't see it. I didn't see it against the run, honestly.
They didn't let him play against the run a lot.
Is that a red flag, Jeff?
Yes, but it's not a red flag like I don't want him. It's a red flag that they was like, okay, Alabama thought they had other guys that they could trust more against the run. Like, I don't think there's a first round D tackle in this class. I just don't. Maybe Marvin Wilson if he never had a hurt knee and if he never had to change schemes 3 freaking times in his college career. People are killing Marvin Wilson. I'll take Marvin Wilson all day. You give me him in the third round, I'm excited. Second round, I go, okay. But people are talking about like the fourth round with Marvin Wilson, and I don't get it. He's good.
Yeah, no, Marvin Wilson's a really good player. That Florida State, I like that Florida State defense has some players on it, man. Hamza, the
DN, they got a DN too, Robinson.
Yeah, I was about to say Robinson, and then obviously, it's like I wonder, is this going to be the draft that has the most sons on it, like that played in the league?
Who's his dad?
Not Robinson. What's my corner?
Oh, Surtain.
Not Surtain's dad. Then you have Florida State corner.
Samuel. Asante
Samuel. And I feel like there's another kid. I feel like there's another prospect.
I think Elijah Molden's dad. What was Elijah Molden's dad? He might have played in the league or he played a different sport. I'm stupid. Let me see. Elijah Molden's
This is
dad.
a Dane Brugler special. I'm sure he knows.
Elijah Molden's dad.
I thought I read something about Molden.
Yep, his dad played for the Lions, Saints, Chargers, Lions. He was in the league for 8 years. There's a lot of juniors. There's a lot of. I'll pick all of them too. Anybody whose dad played in the NFL, I pretty much will take him. Oh, hold on, I have a super chat that I missed. Formula, love to have Tommy T. Who would you rather have, Browning or Werner? I'd go Baron Browning. Baron Browning, he revs my draft engine. I love the dudes that hit hard, that are super athletic, and it shows on tape. And it's weird because his coverage stuff doesn't come from like a typical linebacker spot like Werner's does. It comes from outside the box, but I've seen him cover. I would go.
You can project him cover into the league. Yeah, I would say I think Browning's a better athlete, but you're gonna have those people who would say, well, I want instincts, but give me Browning all day, Jeff. I think projection wise, with just how he moves, I think if he has anything up here, you could put him at. Like, I like my linebackers that have an understanding of each position.
Did you pull over just to do this?
Yeah, I did, just so I can focus.
Aren't you supposed to pick up your kid though?
I am, so I'll probably get cussed out. So it's all good. Are
you early?
I'm a little early.
Okay. Whenever you're not early, let me know. Okay, next coach.
Hey Jeff, it's me and you, man. We making it work, bro. It's all good.
Yeah, it's true.
And I want a good light. I didn't want your stream to be all trashy and choppy, so it's all love.
You think it would be trashy if you weren't here?
Well,
is that what you're saying? Florida State defensive line coaches were in the building for the Cowboys at Florida State. We already went through those guys though. Marvin Wilson. Yeah. It's Janarius. Is it Janarius? Janarius Robinson? Fourth or fifth, fourth round. I think he's
fourth
good.
Round player there. Yeah.
Let me see here. Dan Quinn was at Georgia's pro day. So Eric Stokes,
the corners.
Tyson Campbell. Georgia has a safety and a linebacker, but I don't love them.
Let me ask you this. Can I ask you a question, Jeff?
I dare you.
What did you think about a Georgia safety? What's my guy's name? He started off really good, LeCounte, and then he kind of tailed off.
Richard LeCounte. Yeah, Richard LeCounte.
Yeah. I covered him early on and then was kind of turned off more or less. What are your thoughts on him, Jeff?
Same thing. I'd like watching him. I was just kind of like, okay, like sometimes safeties are boring and sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad. But I think to me, it's kind of what makes safety one of the harder ones to project. If they're not around the ball a bunch, and like Caden Stearns at Texas, like he might be a baller. I don't know, because he just hung out back there. And like, so LeCounte, I was like, yeah, he's okay, but I just threw him in a generic spot. Like, here, 4th, 5th round, Richard LeCounte, just go day 3. I don't know.
Yeah. He's kind of like, I don't know. I find things that I like about his game. Then there's times where he's out of position. Another one, really, man, another safety. I know we were talking about the Georgia guys, but I want to get your thoughts on Tyree Gillespie too.
My guy.
Because and he's kind of been like through this process. I thought he would get more buzz, i.e. Richie Grant, but he hasn't. It's been more like, Tyree Gillespie's just been chilling.
Yeah,
like he hasn't really got the play, and so he's a name.
I think so. He's a Missouri safety, and if you watch Missouri against Alabama, like the first drive of that game, Gillespie like follows, is it Smith or Waddle on like a jet sweep? He runs the alley, cleans him up. Like the very next play, I don't remember if it was Smith or Waddle, but it's a slant and he blows him up and separates him from the ball. And it's just like bang, bang, bang right out of the gate. Hi, I'm Tyree Gillespie. I think what's happening is probably oh my God, look who just swung through.
Hey, Bowden, Nick Bowden had a good game that game too.
What the hell going on, man? What's all this?
Bato, what's up, buddy?
Bach is driving a moving truck right now.
Yeah, man, trying to get this work done. I was under the impression that I was going to be on vacation because the key word in fucking vacation is to vacate. I've been working since I've been moving, so I'm miserable right now. I just saw y'all live. What's happening?
Nobody made you come in here. I just wanted to send the invite to be polite. Doot.
But I don't
I know Bots gave me the company line. We were supposed to work last week. He said I'm be moving. I see this mother effer on about 4 or 5 live streams. I said, ain't that a mother effer?
That ain't real. That ain't real. That's an automatic upload. I dropped the video today. I'm not at home. I'm in Louisiana somewhere trying not to get lost and shit. You know what I mean? That ain't me. but listen, shouts out to y'all. I wasn't invited. I just don't like being like left out or nothing. So I just wanted to say hey and just leave and just say hey to my guys.
Oh, you can't leave. Leave? Are you nuts? You better stop playing with me.
My car is talking. This van is talking. I don't know how to make it stop talking. But I gotta leave because I'm not like you, Fuzz. You the one that can drive and text and talk and do analysis and play chess all at the same time. I got so you know what I'm saying. But appreciate y'all for letting me in. Love y'all to death. But I gotta go. Salute.
Bye, Vach.
All right, Vato.
Until next week when I'm free.
Oh wait. Oh, I was gonna hit the remove button. I wanted to kick him out. I forgot where we were when he popped the hell up out of nowhere. Let's see. Was there other stuff I wanted to do? I don't remember. What do the people want? People, what do you want? Is there any other stuff where people were at a place that I need to see. Joe Philbin was at Notre Dame, offensive line coach, Eichenberg, and they got a guard too. What, Banks, I think?
Eichenberg is the one, Jeff, I like.
44.
Yeah. I think people are. I'm honestly all about fixing this offensive line in this draft. And when I say fixing it, it's not like terrible. It's not terrible at all, but making it really good again. I'm good.
I saw that's Pro Football Focus. They did Pitts at 10. Look at Vach. Look, Vach, you're not here. Get out. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Who was I talking about? Oh, I like Eichenberg, and like the offensive line, it's weird because if you draft a guy that plays tackle that can't play guard and your tackles are healthy, he's just going to watch football. But it's still worth it because on Pro Football Focus, they did the offensive linemen who have the most wins above replacement, which is a goofy stat that they're trying to perfect. Over the last however many years, the top three are Tyron, Martin, and Frederick.
Wow.
So that offensive line used to be pretty darn good. And you get that back, maybe you can get back to winning 12 or 13 games. Maybe. Dan Quinn was at Oregon. Okay, here's a dude I want to talk about, Javon Holland. Because I'm going to be honest, when I first watched Javon Holland at Oregon, I was like, meh. I was like, he plays over the slot. I don't think he's athletic enough to play corner. I don't think he's physical enough to play safety. But after his pro day, I think he is athletic enough to play safety. And so I had to move him up. Javon Holland, you like him?
I like Holland. He didn't play last year, did he? No.
He's an opt-out.
Yeah, it was an opt-out. So get some of those guys confused. The book on like guys like Holland and Cisco is they all have like one thing wrong with them. Like with Cisco is one of these things where it's like, okay, Cisco, he doesn't play he's not in position all the time, or sometimes he misses tackles, but he has great ball production. And then there's guys like Holland where, like you said, he tore his pro day up. I think you can make yourself fall in love with him if you can coach it up, coach some of the BS out of him. So I like it, Jeff.
I think Andre Cisco, he had 13 career picks, and I feel like he probably gave up 26 career touchdowns. So Cisco terrifies me. Like, he's the one guy in this draft that I could just be the most wrong on because I realize it's boom or bust, and that means there is a boom factor, but I'm just terrified of the bust. Bahama Boys, Super Chat, Pitts, or trade back. That's it. Newsom will be there at 15. I like Greg Newsom. Greg Newsom is fine.
I love Greg Newsom.
Yeah, he's fine by me.
Fire. Yeah.
He is fine by me. Formula, trade down to 17, pick up a second, draft Newsom. Then McNeil later. Who would you rather have, Bolton or Davis?
For me, Nick Bolton.
Me too.
Yeah, I think so. Can I just say, I'm not. I like Jamin Davis, but I didn't have higher than like a 3-2 on him. Yeah. Yep. I've seen him all around the first round. I'm like, whoa, does Nick Bolton is he still draft eligible? Like, what are we doing, people?
I think what happened to Bolton is he's, quote, small and not super duper athletic. He's just awesome at football. And eventually people start discounting that because people test super athletic. Jamin Davis tested as a freak athlete. He's a big old dude. And so it's like, oh, yeah, Jamin Davis, first round. Nick Bolton, forgotten about. No, Nick Bolton is a baller. If he falls to 44, you pick Nick Bolton. I think Foots is frozen. I think we might have lost Foots. No, Joe, Foots does not live in his car. He just happened to be on his way to pick up his kid when I asked if anybody wanted to play around on a stream. And Foots said, yeah, I'll play around on a stream. I'm going to kick Foots out. How do I remove Foots? Let's see if he comes back. I kicked him out. Shane in the super chat. Yo, Jeff and Foots. What up, my guys? Jamar Johnson's my top safety, and Cam McGrone is baby J-O-K and a beast. St. Juiced is my sleeper at cornerback. Jamar Johnson's not my top safety only because he can't tackle to save his life. But I do like the coverage. Like, to me, Jamar Johnson is the guy that if he made it to he's Indiana. If he made it to the third round, then I'd pick him and let him go compete with KZ. And then you just have to teach him how to tackle because he has no idea how to tackle. Nor does he want to, I don't think. McGrone, let me give my notes on McGrone. Because if I remember right, McGrone is the Michigan dude that is like a fearless run player, like he's a thumper type of dude. But I have no idea if he can cover. and he will get hung up on blocks, but that dude, you love the way he plays football. Like, he's going to be a special teamer and a depth guy, I think. Yeah, super aggressive, willing to pop all offensive linemen. He can shed blocks, very generic drops in coverage, but him coming forward in the run game is good, totally unproven in coverage. That is Magron for me. Astro Ant, appreciate you. And most of my mock drafts, Pitts always falls to us. And I think this draft is starting to feel like CD vibes. I think Carolina is our threat. Carolina's a threat, but Carolina could also, appreciate you, Astro. Carolina could also take an offensive lineman. They could take Sewell or Slater. That would help them. Pitts might make it because he plays tight end. Like, the one thing that I'm fighting against, where it's like, hey, don't worry that he plays tight end, just pick the player. That might work for you because people feel better taking Sewell. People feel better taking Rashawn Slater. People might take the wide receivers. Kyle Pitts might make it to 10. What's your thoughts on Farley now? He's my cornerback number 8. I'm terrified of backs. Oh, I forgot I have chicken thighs on the grill. I need to go get those off. So since Foot's lagged out, and I could go, and I can go get my chicken. Go get my chickens. Thanks for kicking it, guys. I'm starting a top 10 series where I'm doing my top 10s now that we're closer to the draft and they're going to be final. I think the cornerback one is up. The D-tackle one I recorded, but it'll go up tomorrow. So just be checking in on the channel. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything. You know, you don't want to miss anything. Hey, Jeff, is that cool shoe rack behind you a recent addition? No, I've had the shoe rack. I just had the camera. Didn't face it for the longest time because I didn't want people to see a damn shoe rack. But it's cheap. I just bought it off of Amazon or whatever for like $20. Just hangs on the door. Who are the NFL comparisons to the top 2 O tackles in this year's draft? Rico. Appreciate the super chat. I don't have comps for him. Like, Rashawn Slater is more athletic than any of the guys that were drafted early last year. And Sewell is kind of built different because he's carrying more weight than most of those guys. Like, they're just, I don't know. I don't do comps unless they just pop in my head. I don't do comps just for fun. So I don't have them. Somebody said, check your DMs. I checked my DMs. All right, guys, I got to go. How's the garden going? I think they're dying. And I don't know if it's too much water or not enough water. Chicken thigh recipe. Everything I make with chicken is hardcore carnivore red rub. And then another rub called clucker dust, which adds a little bit of heat to it. That's my chicken recipes. The end. Smoke them bad boys at about 250. Look at Pete. Pete's always swinging through. You think about Spencer Brown. I'm going to go watch him right now. I got to go get this chicken. I love you guys. Be good.